Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Today, I think we're moving to the employee area. Oh, and we can slide. And then we can examine. Ooh. Why is there no music here, actually? I just loaded the save and there's just no music. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay the gate fee. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right! Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid! Yes, you are. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle? Yeah, okay. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electro-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Well, yes and no. Some people use it as a mode of transportation, which is completely fine if you want to do it that way. And if you want to get an electric one, more power to you. I'm assuming it's either charged by the pedaling or you just charge it at home. Saves you money on gas, I guess. Though you still have to eventually pay the electric bill. And there was nothing over here, right? Yeah, we still have sound effects. I just don't know why there's no music here. Studio gate. Talk. Nothing. Present. Card key. Oh, right. Never mind. We need to go there. Let's go to outside Studio 1. And then talk. Then no. And then move. Examine. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if that car key will be borrowed from the dressing room will work. Borrowed. We stole it. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. This is true. You have nothing to say about that. All right, good to know. Inside Studio 51. That's the chalk outline, huh? Dots. What is it? Dots. You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape? It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Let's examine, I guess. Over here? Wow, look at the camera. That must have cost a ton. Yeah, cameras do cost a lot. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Maya, stop touching it. Hey you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner is kinda, an idiot. No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm the assistant here. Hell, I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. Wow, lawyer representing Mr. We're lawyers... I thought they said, wow, lawyers. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it! I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us! Yeah, well, I'm gonna examine again, and then I'll come back to you. Starting with this camera again. Wow, look at the camera! They must cost a ton! Yeah, didn't we just talk about this? Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! God damn it. Looks like a backdrop for the stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain, Neo, Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo-Old Tokyo. Oh, right? Ladder? Look, a ladder. That's right. That's a step ladder. It's a ladder. It doesn't matter if it's a step one, it's a ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded culture assumptions, Nick. Right? Sorry? This girl's out there. She seems like it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! I always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of the black and white board they clapped together to start the film. Oh, and look! A megaphone! A real live megaphone! Dots. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. You said troubled. Oh, I can't bring it up. You either said trouble or troubled. It's funnier if you said she's more troubled than you thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Nothing? Okay. Is that the last thing we can look at here? So this is where he died. There was no blood? They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I mean, I guess if it didn't pierce... No, there would have still been blood if he was pierced through his spear in the chest. I guess that's why the head looks part like a helmet. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. There you go, Chronos. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it? Is probably the best absorbing fabric there's ever been in existence there, if that's the case. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yeah, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yeah, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. Oh, there's old bag. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's the employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yeah, that's the place. After eating lunch there, the security guard eats lunch in here? After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go to his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, it looked like the spear broke in that picture. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I heard some urgent message from him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? Oh, no. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Probably, maybe not. Sorry? So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I've been talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. I mean, probably not, no. If she was sitting here freaking eating with everyone, she probably wouldn't have noticed shit. Or watching the action scene. Yeah, this security lady sucks at her job. Oh, no. Thanks, that helped a lot. Anyway, anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone, can you sense key? So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio. Yeah, I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. I know. You don't have to yell. I'm right here. Also your boss. October 16th, still. It's shocking, I know. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. And maybe a few years. Doc? Assistant's claim.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time?
Dots?
Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek!
Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do,
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One.
Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you young'uns are like that nowadays, running your mouths, and I can't really keep up like this. But that's fine.
Gary? Or was that Gray? She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulder.
We're gonna lose our lawyering license. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, right, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m., that's when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of... Oh, shit. It was like one of these, right? It had a 3 in it. This one? There, and entered. Dots.
Hey, it printed out the date for the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Dots. Huh.
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that costume. But whoever's wearing it's clearly shorter. I guess that's why the security ladies thought it was him?
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence.
Something's printed on the back. Huh. October 15th. 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Powers? Question mark?
Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
Because what we did was extremely illegal. It's never really a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it's just a joke. Probably, maybe not. So, are we done for today?
I guess? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Okay, hey, Nick, Phoenix, Wright? You're a defense attorney. Your job is to make sure your defendant is not found guilty, especially if they're innocent. So, fuck the killer. Right? Let's go with that one. We're just trying to make sure our client gets off the hook and pays us in full. Maybe it really is the security lady. I don't know how tall the security lady is. To be continued. Now saving. Do you want to save your progress? I guess so. I will do it down here. Oh, it's trial. Already? Okay. October 18th, 10 a.m. sharp. District Court, Court Order number 4. $10 is the same Judge Judy. Ah, it's Edgeworth again. God damn it. Court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Globo Studios. Almost said Global Guts there. It's impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence represented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Dick Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe the case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action sequence during this morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio was there at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see?
Oh, there's already a contradiction. She said she arrived at 1 p.m., right? But the photo was taken at 1 p.m.? Is that what that said? Oh, at 2 p.m. Okay, never mind.
Past there are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was discovered. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Her name is Penny. All the production staff here were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, at 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, this rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found on the lodge found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to the whole thing again? No? No? I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the gate station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
Dots? Oh, aren't you a handsome fella? I understand. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need to be so embarrassed. You can call me Grandma. I'll be a grandmommy.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Oldback, dearie. Just call me Grandmama. I'll be your grandma, boy. Don't you worry. I take real good care of you.
Objection! I object to the witnesses talking to this.
Objections sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have had to pass by you.
Oh, you know your stuff, dearie?
Dots, you may begin your testimony. She surely is one hell of an old bag. Witness's testimony, or count.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Ham and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Objection, bitch! I know! You were in that photo! I don't think I have that photo, though, do I? No.
Anyways, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there. He was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, witness account. Let's see. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Press it. Yeah, hold it. So up until that day, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, eh? You needed an employee key card to get in there.
Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studio when you arrived at the gate station, the guard station?
Poor old Ham and the rest have been doing a run-through since the morning.
A run-through?
That's where they're working out a scene between the stale samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon hour practice. Rehearsal were supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon?
Well, I had some errands to run in the morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
I do not know. Yeah, answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you see.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium, take up a guard's duty. Not a bad idea.
Anyways, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the station.
Did you see the victim there?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He had already gone to the studio before I got to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate and there until 5.
So you were watching there the whole time, no breaks, not even a second.
Oh, of course. I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, Whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Was Snipper Whapper?
Snipper Whapper? Well, old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 right.
Yeah, but I want to see what you say. How do you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective's been cut out for his job.
Dots! Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked by at 2 p.m.
2? You sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Oh, really? You should try not to get so excited at your age. It might strain something, like I'll do later.
Dots.
Now, don't get your skivvies all up in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. Austin Powers. But Will Powers was there as well.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Get wax in your ears, sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, I have to pull out that secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
So we're probably gonna have to go through again, right? So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you moved on. Present! I have a present for you. It's this. Let me get this straight, old bag. I mean, Mrs. Old Bag or Ms. Old Bag. Sorry, you never married. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Stale Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag, is that the Mr. Power that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Stale Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Stale Samurai.
I don't know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Ms. Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, do you not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edward's surprised! The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you.
We're doing our jobs, you weirdo!
Anyways, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He even didn't look at it, give it a second look.
Dots. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good! So, let's hear about your proof, then. The man in the photo.
I never said anything I don't mean, don't mind you. The morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at the picture. You can see him dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Really? So he had a sprained ankle. Have you ever seen anyone with a sprained ankle walk? They don't drag both their legs, for one, and two, they don't drag a leg in general. They limp, maybe. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, that's horrible, Chronos. I know, I'm sorry. The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
I'll press you on that one, because that's bullshit.
Oh, Snapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. Open up! You today, always whining and sighing, I can't really keep up.
Mr. Wright, right? Please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match.
The morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Stale Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped him back. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning her backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
May continue testimony. It's a big mess, sure. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not as bad as he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyways, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay.
You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day.
Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at the picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. Are you all blind?
And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. That's how I knew his powers, Happy.
Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers has been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Mr. Powers. There's gonna be more to this. I better keep pressing her. Oh, did I actually miss one? That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy. Well, Nick, find anything clear contradictions? Well, she seemed pretty sure that it was Powers in the photo. I guess I'll just press her. Okay, so one of the ones that I didn't think was important, I just skipped. That morning during the run-through, the action scene... This is one that I skipped. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the stale samurai, then poor Mr. Oldhammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, of course. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then.
I saw Power trip and fall.
Did I press you on this one? Trip and fall. Oh yeah, I clearly did. And assistant wasn't there. So is it the assistant? Is that what we're going with here?
He broke one of the props, a big mess.
He broke a prop.
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
The samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with duct tape to fix it.
Strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Murder weapon. The break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Okay.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't you, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in the photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on tape could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt in your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
Oh, no need to ask twice.
Alright, well, she'll continue her testimony next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, one of my videos, I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.